Hello YouTubers, Bill Griffith back again. So I was recently asked about hosting static websites on IBM's public cloud as a cheap, inexpensive way of doing so, how to do so. And Cloud Object Storage is a feature or a storage way of doing that that is very inexpensive. And here's a website that, here's a post, a blog that shows this new capability. So what I wanted to do today was walk through how to do this, and here's a nice little tutorial that walks through that. So that's what we will do now. So as you see, I'm in the IBM public cloud. I can go to my dashboard. This is just my private free account, and then sign up for a free account and then provision an object storage bucket. So I'm going to click here, create the resource, and then I'm going to search on object storage, and you see it's right there. And then I will just use the free service. I need to give my service a name such as Bill G, and then I'll click create. So now while that's provisioning, I need to create a bucket. The service is just the instance of Cloud Object Storage, and Cloud Object Storage speaks the S3 API like Amazon, and we'll use that with CyberDuck to actually upload files. Okay, so now that service has been created, I'll go in and create a bucket. A bucket is sort of like a folder, but you can specify a lot of properties for the buckets, like where it resides, what kind of replication across data centers, those types of things. So create the buckets, create a new bucket. I'm going to use custom bucket. You see there's some other buckets here. Static, I could use that, but it pre-chooses my data center and region, and I don't want to do that. So I want to do a custom bucket. And so as you see here, I get choices on where I want my bucket to reside. So if it's cross region, this would be like across, the data would be replicated across, say, Washington, DC and Dallas, Texas, as an example, which is very high availability, very good for disaster recovery. In this case, I'm right now in Singapore, so I'm going to choose single site data center, and I'm going to give my bucket a name, and this needs to be unique across IBM Cloud. So Bill Griffith cause static website demo. I know that's a long name. I'll use smart here, where we're using some artificial intelligence under the covers to move the data around to where it's the least expensive. So I go Singapore, and then I want to turn on static website hosting. I'll turn that on, enable, and then the landing page is commonly HTML, index.html in websites. So I'll do error.html, which is also a common error page, and I'll do save. And so then I say create my bucket. And so now following along over here, it says to upload some files. Okay, not sure what that error is, but we'll get that corrected. So now I go to my pages, and I have the index page and the error page. I also have a page, which I'll show you how to upload that with CyberDuck. But you see, these are just basic HTML pages. Just create it, and this one HTML page links to this other page in the same directory. You see there's no path details. And then the error page, just an error page. Okay, so I want to upload those files. So now I click here. And what's really nice is that IBM's Cloud Object Storage uses Aspera, so if I'm transferring terabytes across the ocean, then it's 100 times faster than FTP. 100 times at least. Okay, so I upload those two files, and it's uploading, and that's called Aspera right here. And you can do a Google on Aspera calculator to get a comparison for terabyte files. So very good way to upload data to IBM's public cloud, also for migration and things of that nature. Okay, so now that's done. I've uploaded my files. Now I want to go into the access policies and make sure that public access is turned on. Click here, follow this along, and then it says go to configuration. Make sure public, it shows me the URL. It will be a combination of this plus the location plus the files, but an easier way is just go to the objects as they're showing here. Go to my index file, click it here, and you'll see here's the public URL. I copy that, open a new page, paste that, and there's my HTML page. Now you'll note I did not upload the child page, so when I click that, you'll see it gets an error saying that it's not there, can't find it, and I'll fix that with CyberDuck. Okay? So there's some other advanced rules, DNS, routing, and all those types of things, but I'll leave that for you. Okay, so now let's say that I have these files and I don't want to use this user interface. I want to use an FTP tool like CyberDuck to upload and download files to this bucket. So now I go up here, I click to CyberDuck, I say download, I'll choose Mac OS, okay, and so now I have CyberDuck, download it, so I'll double click it, and I don't want it to be my only FTP server, so I'll set that as a cancel. I'll go back over here, and now I'll follow through these instructions. So the first thing it says is create a connection. Click the plus sign. I will choose the Amazon S3 because IBM's Cloud Object Storage supports the S3 API from command line or through these graphical tools like this. Now I need to go get my Cloud Object Storage location, which will be my endpoint here, and since this is single zone, it is in Singapore, I'll choose that, and then I'll copy this public URL, and I will put that here as my server location. That now I need my access key and my secret key. These are called HMACs. So go over here to go into my bucket. So there is my my bucket, and now I want to create a service credential. I go into my service credential, I create a new credential. I can just leave this name is fine, and I want to turn on HMAC credentials, and that's hardware message access credential or something of that nature. You can Google that. So that's creating an access key, and if you expand it, you can see here is my access key. This is sort of like a username password, and now I need to paste that in here, and then I need the secret key. Copy that, go back over here and paste in the secret key, and then that's good. And now I can double click, didn't save it, and then do login, and so now it's authenticating, and now I'm in that website. There's my page. Now if I want to pull over my A page, so now I have my page from Mac OS, and then I just drag that page over here and it gets uploaded. Okay, so now if I go back over here to my buckets, I'll drill into the specific bucket I want, which is this one. And you'll see the A page is there, right? Or let's go to the index, which is my landing page, my home page. I click here, paste in my landing page, index page effectively, and you'll see that this link that didn't work before, now it does. Thanks for watching.